What's happening, guys? Chris here again. Welcome back. Today is going to be a little bit of fun because I have the new Sony A6400 with my little vlog set up. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And tonight I'm going to the Panasonic S1 and S1R release events, and I'm going to take this camera with me and vlog the whole thing. And then on Thursday, Panasonic are actually giving me an S1 and maybe an S1R as well with the lenses, the native ones. And I'm flying down to Wellington to shoot a wedding. We're going to take a whole bunch of photos with it and do a similar kind of review to what I done just recently on the Nikon Z6, which you can see in my previous video. But today I'm just going to do a first impressions on the A6400 and just let you guys know what I think in terms of a vlogging camera and just general feel and all that sort of stuff. Now, straight off the bat, I'm going to say it pretty much feels the same as an A6500 minus a couple of buttons and stuff like that. Obviously the screen is different, but you know, it's pretty much the same body more or less. And you know, it feels fine. Same battery, so battery life is probably going to be a little bit average. But you know, the batteries are really small and they shouldn't be too hard to carry around. One thing I was a little bit worried about in terms of a vlogging camera was the sensor stabilization not being existent. It's not too much of a problem with this lens, so I have the 16-70 f4 Zeiss lens. That's the optical stabilized one, and it's been super steady for that, so no issues there, but it definitely limits the amount of lenses that you can use and get really steady footage. So not a deal breaker. I don't know, that kind of made me laugh a little bit, being aimed at videographers and YouTubers and all that sort of stuff. I'm not sure what they were going for, but at least they've put a tilt screen on it, and it's quite easy to do, just to get a little bracket and put the microphone on the side. So all I've done, I couldn't even tell you what L bracket it is, but it's just basically a really simple L plate. Then I've just got one of these small rig hot shoe mounts on the side of it. So all I do is slide the microphone on the side there, and you've got what seems to be a pretty decent vlogging setup. It definitely makes it a little bit wider, but I feel like it's still quite sort of discreet, not having a big microphone on top. I've never felt like I've really desperately needed to be able to see myself when I'm vlogging, especially when I'm on 16mm. I just kind of trust the autofocus is good and just roll with it. So, you know, take it as you will. I'm sure most people want a tilt screen so you can see yourself, and it's definitely a plus. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not, you know, it's not necessary. It's definitely a plus, and I'm glad it has it. Yeah, I don't know, I like it. I think it's going to be good. I don't know if it's going to be something I buy because, like I said, I don't really need the screen. And I've been wanting to get another full frame Sony just dedicated to my YouTube channel now anyway. But it's cool, it's there. Well done Sony for listening to people. At least it might not be the most ideal, but now you can see yourself and you know, it's fine. So for me, and probably a lot of other YouTubers that are using the RX100 series of cameras for YouTube, which doesn't have a mic input and the image quality is not as good obviously, this is going to be a really good option for sort of like a backup or YouTube camera. So I think it's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to tonight and seeing what it can do. In terms of focusing, so far I've only played with it a little bit, so I really want to put it through its paces, but the focusing on video seems really, really snappy. I'm definitely going to do another video in terms of photo only, and I'll test out the tracking features for that as well. As far as first impressions go, like I said, it pretty much looks identical to an A6500 or an A6300 with the minus of a couple of buttons and stuff like that. The focus for video seems really great. The tilt screen is good. I have touchscreen turned off because I find when I have it up here and then I go to tilt it down, I accidentally press it and it starts focusing and I had to cancel it. So I have the touchscreen turned off. It's not really something I need anyway. But yeah, tracking for video is going to be really awesome. So I'm going to get ready to head off to this Panasonic event later on today. We'll vlog the whole thing, see how it goes. Really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a good camera for YouTubers. See you in the next video.